Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. It's about 9:30. I'm out here at the greenhouse, out here every day. Feeling really excited though because things have really come together. Our online curbside plant sale was a crazy success. I've filled over 75 orders. I don't have a tally yet of what the total dollar figure is going to be that we're going to have to donate to the food shelf, but could be a couple $1,000s, somewhere by, I would guess, between $1,500 and $2,000 that we'll divide up between local food shelves. So I'm really, really excited. It's been a lot of work, but that work started with you guys and all the work we did together in the early part of the spring. I thought what I'd do today is show you around the greenhouse at its fullest right before stuff starts heading out of here on Tuesday. I've actually had a couple people stop by and pick up some orders already, but for the most part, this is how it looks. It's just beautiful out here this morning, very peaceful. The waterfall's not working, so the frog is, but not the waterfall, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. But it just looks great. The plants are healthier at this time of year than they've ever been. We have a few less plants out here, so I think that's part of it. Fewer problems with bugs and humidity without the plants as close together, perhaps. Had some more rodent issues, but Bruce brought some more different rat poison in, and that seems to have quieted things down. This table here is all stuff that's not being sold. This is stuff that's set aside for the school garden, this table right here. But I'll show you, I can show you, you can see that all of these different trays have the orders put together in them. So people would email me their order, and then I would come out and fill the order and put it on trays. I've got one over here that's like $100 worth of plants. A few extra zinnias left. If you look up in the hangers, those sold right away. Look at this. We have no hanging nasturtiums left. That big, huge moonflower, I've got to cut it down because that's going to someone. The other thing that I hope you notice is there are no ferns up there anymore. I actually had to make sure I had a few of, one of each kind of fern left so that I could propagate and start some new ones, which I'll do once this gets cleared out before we start putting things outside for summer. But you know, just packed with orders here on the floor. Just orders everywhere. This is what I have left for tomatoes over here. We have sold out of cherry tomatoes, chocolate cherry tomatoes. We've sold out of the Cherokee purple tomatoes, the sun gold tomatoes. Those are all gone. I've sold out of all of the 3 types of basil that we started. I sold out of the lemon balm, sold out of the sage, and so we've got a little hyssop left, which is that licoricey smelling plant, a little bit of thyme and oregano, and some cilantro and parsley. Feeling really good about how much we've sold and what we have left. So I still want to try to figure out how to move these last few tomatoes. They're kind of the oddballs. We'll plant, and don't forget, any place you see a white name tag, those are sold anyway, so it's really just those few in between the white name tags. So I thought I'd show you how I set up the system. I got a couple more orders this morning. In fact, November's order is in here. So this is my little work table, and I take the orders and I place them over here. Once they're done, I just kind of flip them over this way. So these orders that I got this morning will put us up to, I think, up closer to 80 orders actually. So I'd take this order. This is for Miss Smith, the substitute. I've crossed out, you can see where I've crossed out the things that we don't have anymore for her. I gotta get my glasses on here. So I've got trays over here. I just take a tray, set it up here. I've got the floral picks over here too, so I get a floral pick. And then I take the note card. So this is Smith. And so I'll put Smith. And then I'll write down how much stuff. So she's just going to have probably one tray, $12.50, and she's coming on Tuesday. But I have another list in the greenhouse on my desk, in the classroom on my desk. So then I just kind of walk around and get the stuff that she wants. So she'll want a scented geranium. We only have 2 of those left. You guys remember how many scented geraniums we had? Look at this. Oh, I guess we have 3 left, but that's it. I should have counted how many we had, but this whole top section was completely full. Those are all gone. So she wants a scented geranium, so put that here. Now we're going to get her a 6-pack of zinnias. Those are all over here. We want to make sure we get her a nice one. Sold a lot of zinnias. I'd be happy not to sell any more, however, because I want to have a big zinnia garden here at school for us. Those of you who come back in the fall will see it then, but those of you who are out and about for a ride this summer, maybe you'll want to come by and see that as well. So she wants a mixed kale. Those are here. Still have some nice looking mixed kale. She wants 2 big boy tomatoes and 3 purple Russian tomatoes. So those are singles. What I'm going to have to do with that, I'm pretty sure the big boys are no longer... Oh yeah, here we go. So here's some big boy singles. So she wants 2 of these. Look how beautiful these tomato plants are. Incredible. I did fertilize them again last week, so they got 1 more hit of fertilizer, but look at how big and green they are, and so healthy. I don't even have to pick any yellow leaves off these at all. That's another thing that I did, is I'd take an order. For example, in this tray of calendula, I would pick all these yellow. If they were going to order these calendula, I would groom them all. I'd take all these off before I put them in their order. Really important, because this is going to, as you know, when we groom plants in the greenhouse anytime, it just upgrades the look of your product, so that just looks so much better. Here's what that calendula flower looks like for those of you who've never seen it before. Okay, so how many? And 3 purple Russian. Those are over here. These are kind of interesting, funky looking plants. Now they're a little bit floppier, and you can see, this is what's really interesting about them. See how that has a little bit of a purple tint right here to the vine? Don't forget, purple tomatoes are vines, so the fact that they're floppy like this isn't necessarily, I'm going to leave that one here since it's a little bit smaller, isn't necessarily a bad thing. What you're going to do with these tomatoes, and when we start planting outside, I'll show you, you're going to bury that stem right in the earth, right in your garden bed. I'm going to dig a hole and bury it probably up to there, because it's going to send out roots all along that stem. And it's just going to make a bigger, bolder, stronger tomato plant. All right, so that's her order. Then I would take her paper that I made her, put it on the floral pick. Sorry, I'm trying to do this all with my one hand. I need a videographer to follow me around. Oh, fumbling here. All right, there we go. Now I'll put it here. There's her tray. And then I'll just add it to the other orders. Then this will go back in my pile in the other room that I can keep track of. My plan when people come this week, I have some, I'm going to contact those of you who said they could help, and we're set up a schedule. My plan is to have people drive up and park. I need people outside to help me kind of do some crowd control. So we're going to do that. We'll have people drive up out front and stay in their cars or get out of their cars and let us know who they are. And so I'll have at least Bruce and 1 helper every day, hopefully, to help me kind of manage crowd control. And then my plan is I'm going to take all the stuff that's people are coming for on Tuesday, and tomorrow I'm going to get it all set up in the classroom, so that'll make it really easy. As I was figuring out a system, I was just kind of finding places to put things. I wasn't organizing it by the day they were going to pick them up. So I'll start doing that tomorrow, so that Tuesday everything will be, so Monday I'll put everything for Tuesday out, and then Tuesday afternoon I'll put out everything for Thursday, and I think it's gonna work out great. I think it's gonna work out great. Look how big the chicks are getting. They've got all these cages on them because they were jumping out. And our second little batch isn't quite that big yet. Okay guys, well, I hope you had a nice weekend and enjoy the video, and I'm excited. Things are going really well. It's been a lot of work, a little stressful. At one point I had 75 unopened emails of orders from people. And there were a few people, there were probably about a dozen people that I had to just say, I'm sorry, we don't have the stuff, we can't place your order, but thank you so much for thinking of us and trying to support the program and think about us next year. Only thing missing here is you guys. It's the only thing that would make it any better. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.